The biggest Shark Tank misses. Too bad. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the biggest Shark Tank misses. Too bad. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Doorbot or Ring. Amazon recently purchased Doorbot, now known as Ring, for more than $1 billion. To put this in context, this is greater than the total valuation of all companies in which the Sharks invested over the course of 10 seasons. Kevin O'Leary made an offer of $700,000, but instead of 10% equity, he wanted 5% equity in addition to 10% royalty, which would drop to 7% once he recovered his $700,000 investment. The royalty was a deal-breaker for Simonov, who stated that he wanted to upscale the product and that the royalty would mean the company would be losing money at a time when it needed it the most. Jamie, of course, made the correct decision. After the Shark Tank episode aired, the company made $5 million in sales and eventually raised over $200 million in capital. First from Shaquille O'Neal, and later from venture capital firms such as Kleiner Perkins Caulfield Byers, Qualcomm Ventures, Goldman Sachs, DFJ Growth, and even Sir Richard Branson. This enabled the company to broaden its product offering and eventually strike a deal with Amazon. When you draw the line, O'Leary's request for royalties cost him at least $120 million. Number 2. Coffee Meets Bagel. The Three Sisters presentation impressed the Sharks. Mark Cuban quickly fell in love with the application and made the largest offer in Shark Tank history, $30 million to purchase the entire company. Because the sisters were not yet interested in selling, they declined the offer and left the show without a deal. It's unclear how much money the company is making right now. However, they have raised $23 million in 5 funding rounds and have recently reached 10 million users. Number 3. Chef Big Shake. Chef Big Shake had already sold over 22,000 shrimp burgers worth around $30,000 when Davis appeared on Shark Tank. He now required funds to distribute his products across the entire country. The Sharks deemed the transaction too risky and declined to invest in the company. Soon after the episode aired on TV, Sean received a $500,000 offer from angel investors, and sales increased to $5 million in 1 year. Mark Cuban has publicly expressed regret for not investing in food innovation. Number 4. Coach X. During Coach X's Shark Tank appearance, Mark Cuban offered $200,000 for a 33% stake in the company, but Paquet declined. However, the show's exposure and the good business idea assisted Coach X in raising funding from other investors over the next several years, and the company has since greatly expanded its products and services. Because of its rapid growth, Coach X changed its name to Shexology, which now provides fully customized personal item checking kiosks and services for a wide range of businesses and special events. Nike, Live Nation, the Museum of Modern Art, and the House of Blues are among Shexology's major clients. As of 2023, the company generates approximately $7 million in annual revenue. Number 5. Proof Eyewear. The Dane brothers entered Shark Tank having already made $433,000 in sales of their sustainable glasses, which are made from recycled materials such as plant-based plastics and old skateboard decks. Kevin O'Leary was impressed with their business and offered $150,000 in exchange for a 25% stake and a $2.50 royalty payment on every pair of glasses sold until his investment was repaid, at which point the royalty payments would be reduced to $1. The brothers were then offered the same deal but without royalties by Robert Herjavec. After some thought, the brothers returned with a counteroffer of 20% equity for $200,000, but none of the Sharks accepted, and Proof Eyewear's founders walked away without a deal. Unfortunately for the Sharks, Proof Eyewear is still in business and has an estimated $6 million in annual sales. Number 6. Zero Shoes. Zero Shoes had already made $650,000 in sales over the previous 2 years when it appeared on Shark Tank. According to co-founder Steven Sashin, they were on track to make $1.2 million in 2012. While some of the Sharks were concerned about the product's simplicity and thought it was too easy to imitate, Mr. Wonderful offered the co-founders $400,000 in exchange for 50% equity. Sashin and Phoenix refused the deal because they did not want to give up so much of their business. However, the Zero Shoes segment on Shark Tank piqued the interest of both customers and private equity investors, and the company has since enjoyed tremendous success. During the 2021 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Zero Shoes even sponsored the US synchronized swim and archery teams. Zero Shoes has a $23 million annual revenue as of 2023 and is expanding their product line beyond the original sandals. Number 7. Hillbilly Brand. The co-founders of Hillbilly Brand appeared on Shark Tank seeking a $50,000 investment for a 25% stake in their redneck-inspired country clothing company. They didn't get everything they wanted, but they did walk away with an agreement to sell the entire company to 3 of the Sharks for $75,000 and 7% royalties. However, as is the case with a significant number of deals presented on Shark Tank, post-show negotiations resulted in the transaction's failure. Micah Batashio and Sean Lees, on the other hand, appear to have benefited from the situation as a result of their expansion of their Hillbilly brand into new global markets and product categories as a direct result of the situation. The Hillbilly brand currently brings in an annual revenue of at least $1 million. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.